So you put one in, seal it, put all your stuff in, and then you go from there. The the trick with freezing, especially anything that we have come out of the garden has water in it, is make your bag, pack your bag, and then pre-freeze your bag. And then pull your bag out and seal it. Because if you don't, what happens is as that vacuum process goes on, what it does is it sucks the water out of it. And then that in itself will cause it not to seal appropriately. So that's how we do. So we take like a baking sheet and we'll lay all of our bags on there. We'll kind of stack them on there so they're not crushed too weird or anything like that. And then we do it. But that food saver, man, I got to tell you, I bought one. You can get it on our Amazon store. It's on there, so you can go get it. Today's Prime Day or whatever, so it's on sale. But it'll go on sale again. You can get them at Costco or whatever too. Obviously, we don't get anything if you get it from Costco, so please buy it from Amazon. But it's one of those things that really it's a good option to have. And the one that I have actually has a port on it to suck the air out of mason jars. But I didn't want to buy the $30 top for the mason jars. So
Same. Yeah, the one thing I have the roll of the bags, so the non-branded roll of bags. And what I end up doing sometimes is I will seal something up in a much larger cutout of the bag. So whenever I do cut it to open it, I can reuse that bag because now again, maybe it's enough to lay a full ear of corn straight across, right? From top to bottom. And so I'll give it like almost maybe more of that space, if that makes sense.
yeah,
So if it's this big on camera, then that's the size that I really need. I do that big on camera. So then I'll cut it. And so I still have enough viable bag left to seal something else up. And again, it takes a little bit more effort, a little bit more planning, but I am at least getting two uses minimally out of that.
yeah.
One of the things that I love about, especially once you start to preserve and at this level, is onions are so great because I mean, you're not freezing 4 or 5 bags necessarily, like cups of onions. Like anything you're freezing, you're gonna use. Like the pesto that I mentioned. I don't know where am I mean, I don't know if I could eat more pesto. like,
Yeah. You almost have to
yeah.
force
So again,
yourself to eat it.
I learned the lesson very quickly. It was too large of a serving, like too large of a container. But for onions and stuff like that, peppers, it kind of doesn't matter.
Well,
Once you
I'll
open it
take.
up, you'll figure out how you could use them.
Well, we freeze ours in portions. So
Yes, I mean.
when we did these, I think she froze 2 peppers per bag.
Hmm.
And then what we've also done too is we'll take, you take your roll and then we'll cut it in half lengthways, not the whole roll, but whatever. And then we'll seal both insides of it and make smaller bags. So we've done that before. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it works. It's just part of the effort that goes into it. I do.
Yeah, sometimes I freeze them inside of the bag. Sometimes I just do everything on a cookie sheet. And then, like again, the raw vegetable on a cookie sheet. And then I put them
Oh, I
in the
never
bag
do
and
that.
freeze them.
That actually might work out well.
Yeah, and I've done it's a little bit odd because of the shape, but I've done stuffed bell peppers, like
Yeah.
completely cooked stuffed bell peppers, and then actually froze those using a vacuum sealer.
Yeah, because
Works
I
out
mean
wonderful.
that's the thing with freezing is you can freeze meals, just pre-freeze
Hmm.
them before you seal them, and you're good.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
it is an odd shape, but they form. The only thing is when you're cutting your bags, give yourself extra space.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's really important to do. So I hope that helps. I did recommend on there to get the food saver, and she was like, "Oh, you've had it for 10+ years. I got one." So, but other people that need one, there's
Hmm.
the reason why we wanted to do this is because in today's world there are so many options. Like if you go to Amazon, you can get some straight crap. The price is very attractive, but it just doesn't work. So
The
food
number of
saver,
people I say in my life, just send me the link.
yeah.
Just send me the link.
Just send me the link. What you recommend.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and that's the way to go. So, anyways, thank you, Jennifer. I'm glad you got the food saver. I hope you like it. And anybody else looking to freeze, get yourself a food saver. Don't get the Benzomatic or, the bench around whatever it is. Get yourself a good one and go from there. There's probably something even better than that. I just don't know what that is. So, and I think if we don't have the bags on there, they'll be on there by the time this is airs. So we'll put the bags on there too for you, because that is the hidden cost. If you buy that Food Saver bag, that's where they make up for it on the back end, boy. So there you go. Thank you, Jennifer. But you know what to plant early. You know what to get in the ground. You know when to start your fall garden. Trust us. We're going to help you get it right and get your garden going in the right direction for fall. And you know exactly what Food Saver to get. Not Food Saver, vacuum sealer. But if you'd like to be support the show, you can do so by doing everything we mentioned at the beginning. Come get some seeds from us. We've got that deal going on right now. We would love to send you some seeds. We want you to have a beautiful backyard garden, and that is our goal. But until next time, everybody, remember, we do two things. We learn to grow, and we grow for change.
See ya.